Good morning. Today's gospel story is a remarkable and quite beautiful story of faith. It's the story of a mother approaching Jesus, shouting his name, begging him for help. Jesus' followers try to silence her and push her away and try to keep her from distracting Jesus or from occupying his time. She's the last person who would be entitled to approach Jesus. And she's the last person the disciples would ever expect to teach them about faith. She's a woman. She's alone. She's a pagan. She has no qualifications or credentials to approach Jesus. And there is nothing about her that would ever suggest that she would have faith in Jesus Christ. And yet, in spite of the friends of Jesus desperately working to keep her away, she persists, and she persists, and she persists. This is the love of a mother, and this is a woman of extraordinary faith. She gets into a playful conversation with Jesus about whether or not she deserves to be heard, whether or not her prayer deserves to be answered. At the end of the story, you can hear Jesus' love for her in his words, calling her a woman of great faith. And he sends her on her way with her prayer answered. Jesus says nothing to the disciples about the mistake they're making in how they see her. All of the teaching of the disciples happens from them watching Jesus and how he approaches her. We assume that this lesson, learned from watching and listening to Jesus, might have taken root in their hearts and caused them to question their original impressions and instincts in rejecting this woman. This story reminds me of so many of the friends we've made at Monica's Kitchen and the Good Samaritan Ministry. So many of those who join us at our peace gatherings and at our AA meetings and at other gatherings in our neighborhood are the last people the world would expect to have something to say about faith. And yet, every gathering brings the blessing of someone who is living a hard life and who gives every appearance of having no reason to have faith at all, teaching us something about what it means to stay close to God and to have faith in God, even when everything is going wrong. Keep your ears and your eyes open today. See who crosses your path, someone who you would not expect to demonstrate virtue or goodness, or the life of someone who follows the law of love. See who's waiting to teach you today what it really means to have faith.